Hello, hello. Okay, we got a spiritual advice deck. All right, here we go. All right, so it says focus on your own growth. It came out in the opposite position. And it says, excuse me, self improvement, self awareness, self discovery, and growth. Focus on yours. Okay, that's what it says. All right, so we have focus on the positive, which also came out in the opposite position. So optimism, positivity, hope, and gratitude is something that we need to work on. Okay. All right. So this came out in the right side position. So it's something that we're already doing, and we're gonna continue to do it. It says take responsibility for your actions and emotions. Accountability, ownership, growth, maturity. That's what we have been doing this. So we're gonna keep doing this because accountability shows us the reflection of ourselves that we need to fix, things that we need to work on to be a better person. Okay. So it said communicate openly and honestly. Came out in the right side position, so we're doing that. That's also a part of being accountable for the way that we feel and being able to communicate that to others to make sure they know exactly what we're feeling. We're not holding anything in. We're not letting things spin around in our head and that woulda, shoulda, coulda. We're not doing that anymore. So it says communicate openly and honestly. Connection, expression, sharing, and understanding. Share how you feel. Don't hold that ish in for nobody, okay? All right, it says embrace your divine purpose. Came out in the right side position. So we're doing that. That's why we're getting better and better each day. It says destiny, calling, mission, and growth. All right, let's continue to do that. This card came out in the opposite position. It says embrace your shadow self. Came out in the opposite position. Let's read self-awareness, shadow work, integration, and growth. We have to, when we learn something, when we find out something about ourselves, then we have to put it into practice. We have to put in our newfound information, our newfound knowledge of self. We have to put it into practice in real time with the people that surround us so we can show to ourselves that we have grown because we are interacting differently with people. We're not people pleasing anymore. We're not making ourselves small anymore. You got to show that. You have to practice that. You have to practice doing that for yourself. I know it might seem scary, but you're gonna have to build trust in yourself to implement these things into real time. You have to. When you come out of hermit mode, that's when you start to implement the things that you have learned about yourself. So practice. Non-judgment came out in the right side position. All right, acceptance, compassion, understanding, love. Okay, that came out in the right side position. So we're gonna keep doing that as we move on our journey. And this is practice gratitude. I love gratitude. It came out in the right side position. This is what we're doing, and we're gonna continue to do it. It says appreciation, thankfulness, contentment, joy. So we're going to continue to do that. Okay, collective? Thank you guys for listening to the end. This is our spiritual advice deck. All right, this is Empress Tam, and I love you. See you next time.